Worry is something that can cloud our personal development. Hi, I'm Jimi Hendrix, and this is episode 145 for every worry under the sun on Empower Your Pattern 2.0. Did you know that there are success patterns to help you receive more, to help you live a better and extraordinary life right now? Well, I'm Jimi Hendrix. I am a success, confidence, and thrive coach, adversity authority, self-published author, a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I will show you these success principles. Let's go. Now, I was married to my ex-wife, Chris, in June of 1997. Gradually, over 2.5 months, some of the light of the hope went off in that marriage. Conflict and discord on both our sides. I'm not proud of what I did. But by August 29 of 1997, me and my ex-wife flew to Dallas. And I had a chance to spend some time with my best friend Keith. And I sat before him crying. I said, man, I don't know what to do anymore. I said, my marriage is almost over. I'm worried sick. I don't know what's going to happen to me. He said, Jimmy, hey man, come here. And he gave me a hug. And then he said, Jimmy, I want to give you something that you gave to me a little over 3 years ago. He said, get ready to receive it. And as I do this, as I say this, I'm going to put on the whole armor of God that Keith had reminded me of that I had lost. Helmet of salvation, breastplate of righteousness, shield of faith, sword of the Spirit, loin skirt about with truth, feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. And then he said, Jimmy, sit down. He said, I told you about this little riddle, this little quote that I heard. He said, listen to it once again. For every worry under the sun, there is a remedy, or there is none. If there be one, hurry find it. If there be none, never mind it. Okay, so we're going to spend this episode kind of tearing this apart. For every worry under the sun. Now, I'm not going to lie to you right now. We, as a nation, as a world, are in crisis. Okay? This isn't just the coronavirus, which I call the devil virus, but it's also a corona crisis. Financial, temporal, and I think even spiritual. There's every worry under the sun. Especially if you turn on TV news almost every night. There are powerful forces in our reactive culture that want you to be scared. And see, that's what I was going through in my marriage. August of 1997. Angry at one point, crying at others. Didn't know what to do. Things between me and my ex-wife in the marriage at this point had become unhinged. So I was worried about losing my marriage and losing my standing and footing in the world. But here's the big deal. There is a remedy, or there is none. Okay, for part of this remedy, of course, there's the vaccine. And of course, I'm not going to make this an emotional plea to do that, okay? I've done that all over the place lately, and I'm not beating a dead horse, okay? I'm not the reactive sort. But there is a remedy or there is none. Okay? The problem, I think, is this world is too quagmired in darkness. The way the devil, or the enemy of our souls, the devil wants us to focus on is on darkness. Here's these worries. There's no remedies. And you see, that's why I left graduate school, is because a lot of the subjects that I was interested in, except maybe if I had found one that was a little bit more toward my liking, but a lot of stuff discussed in graduate school, it was about problems, not remedies or even theories of remedies that sound good. We have a reactive culture that much rather focus on the problems than the remedies. And you know, nothing is perfect. Nothing in this world system is perfect. And in fact, we'll probably address this on another podcast of mine, the Streamless Life Radio today, but there is a remedy or there is none. Okay? Here's the third part. If there be one, hurry. Find it. Seriously. Hurry. Find it. If you know what it is, can find out where it is, find it. If you know that there's a solution, don't just sit there and be quagmired in the problem. Okay? And see, that's what my ex-wife Chris's grandfather was telling me. He's like, you know what the solution is, Jim. He said, what I want you to do is see what you can do about going around and solve the problems in your marriage. Now, he said a bunch of other stuff, which I think was kind of reactive, but for the most part, he was in agreement with me. There has to be a solution. Kind of quit sitting there thinking you can't solve the problem. You can do something about it. Okay? And so, that was the thing. I was hurt that my marriage wasn't working. So, you better believe that from the 29th of August through the 1st of September, I was looking through every remedy that I could find. In fact, I remember correctly, the afternoon when I came back the 1st of September, I called my specialist, who was also my primary care doctor at the time, and I said, okay, this ain't working. This ain't working. But if there be none, never mind it. If there is no current remedy for some of the problems, unless you know it's something that's beyond your control, stop focusing on it. That's what the reactive culture is want to focus on. Is no, there's all these problems and we can't solve them. Solve. This is kind of like an FYI, no, an FIY or FIO that my friend Jim Bob came up with as a psychologist. It's called Fix It Yourselves and Fix It Ourselves. And I believe in that. I believe in that. We have to empower ourselves to solve the problems. And see, Keith and my ex-wife's grandfather, they drilled into me that weekend to quit just sitting there and moping about the problems that was going on. Of course, now Keith had a different way of handling it. And so I took Keith's to heart. And that's what worked. Because I'll be honest with you. Without the proper remedy, honestly don't know what I'd do. I hope you've enjoyed listening to Empower Your Pattern 2.0. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the Empower Your Pattern 2.0 community. It's Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. Do what others don't so you can have what others can't. Please become a member of Pattern Realm. Share this with Mama's on, Papa's on, and everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. And by all means, God bless you.